Once again, I'm heading to London to meet up with Neil for a tour of some great pubs and the sampling of some good beer. The Paddington area of London is our target this time, and I'm due to meet up with Neil outside a cafe, as usual, for our starter brunch. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. Mimos Cafe is right along London Street, just down from Paddington Station. A full English brunch is our usual treat, and this portion is just what we need. Okay then, let's start our tour. We're heading out towards the Victoria, south along Sussex Place. Always looking out for little gems, Bathurst Mews caught our eye and we just have to take a look.
Like 2 million? Yeah. That's ridiculous. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, but it's ridiculous. Like these flats.
This is a lovely, quiet place, tucked out of the way from the hustle and bustle of London life, but just over the top of these lovely places, drab flats block the skyline.
Wow. There's another one on that side. Yeah. Oh, there is?
Back out to the main street from our detour, the Victoria is just up ahead. ESB is the beast of a pint to start the day, but when it's on the bar, we can't say no. 2 pints on the table set off the tour for us really well. The Victoria has loads of atmosphere. It has a narrow main front, being located at the end of a set of buildings facing the little roundabout in front. Inside, the decor is well balanced, with lights and gilded details, which adds a touch of old Victorian quality. Dating back to 1838, this pub has retained some of the traditional Victorian fittings that many pubs have lost with modern, less tasteful refurbs. The pub was voted as a winner of the Pub of the Year in the area, and I'm not surprised. Upstairs is what they call the theatre and library bar, officially closed just now, but we were given permission to pop up and look around. Online socials note that in 1966, David Bowie had a live private gig here to launch one of his records. I wonder which record that was, as he had several hits that year.
Wow, what a view!
Here's hoping that Neil and I can find some other pubs today of merit too. I think the space is used for functions. What a fantastic lounge area to use for that special event. Well, if you have followed along with our pub tours before, welcome back. If you're new to our routine, let me explain what we plan. Neil devises a route to take in various pubs that he's listed. In each pub we hope to enjoy a pint of fine traditional ale or bitter, but that might flex a bit sometimes. We have just the one drink, even though it's tempting to stay for longer sometimes. Neil checks his notes, and today they're quite well recorded. Sometimes they're a scribble set of pub names on a scrappy bit of paper. Whatever that may be, we've now ticked off the first one, and we head out to the next. Here is another little gem, St John's Church. Beautiful inside, with the 1830s building of London stock brick. Along Southwark Street, the monkey puzzle is rather different to our first stop. Noted in the socials as a winner of the 2019 Best Beer Quality Award as a Hall and Woodhouse pub, they offer classic food, including the famous Marylebone sausage. Not that I've heard of Marylebone sausages myself. I know the range of Badger ales, and this time Neil and I take pints of Thirsty Ferret. Spacey, with alcoves for tables and chairs with lots of carpeted area inside. The beer garden out the front is a good space too.
It's got a big you don't know how big it is, but it's got a big outside, it's got sheltered area, it's got little compartments inside, it's got comfy bits over there as well, right next to the bar. It does lunch and it does dinner. It's not $5.50 a pint, it's better than £6. But I don't know where I'm going. If you don't mind, sir, you want to be in there.
Moving on to our third pub, we head out zigzagging a little north to the Royal Exchange on Sale Place. Unfortunately, it's closed until 4 p.m. today, so not stopping here just now. No worries, as Neil has many more on his list.
That definitely didn't feel right. Any Italians, get the coffee.
Next up, passing an entrance to St Mary's Hospital, is Fountains Abbey pub, right along Parade Street. Currently the facade is covered in scaffolding, but this is what the pub should look like. Frustratingly, this place, although having 4 pumps for ale on the bar, all 4 were off. We would have had a Green King IPA, but that was off as well. Not good, but hold on, there are still more places to visit on the list.
On the scale of not goodness, that was rubbish, wasn't it? Green King.
Yeah, but there was 4.
I know, all off, rubbish.
Like, that's, I've never gone into a pub with 4 deals.
Ridiculous.
But what is this? What can a large orange sculpture with a yellow head represent? It stands very strikingly in a new courtyard off Parade Street. This photo was dated during its construction, and this one back in 2015, which shows how an ugly brick building used to stand there. But whatever, Warren, we're looking for a pub. Let's not be distracted too much. This is the Dickins Tavern, right opposite Paddington Station, at the top of London Street. We've circled back around to here again. We're keen. The Green King looks like it's the only ale on at the moment, and that's just fine if we could get a pint of it. We look around for somebody to serve us, but there's nobody behind the bar.
It's all on the other side. All the ones on the other side have got labels saying it's off, so basically you want to get Green King IPA. So I say it's Foxtrot Oscar.
Okay, no good.
Not.
Well, that's rubbish. Another one off. Green King. Green King's all right, but oh dear. One person.
That's two Green King
Two
pubs
Green.
in a row.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you saw it,
Yeah.
there was nobody at the bar.
Nobody at the
Went
bar.
down served.
Yeah,
Okay, two.
yeah. One guy doing some food and trying to have a go at the bar. Bless.
The Sawyer's Arms is diagonally opposite, and we're now desperate. We ask for two of their best, which in this case is the Sawyer's Arms Best Bitter.
Cantankerous right now.
Just do a clunk, Just do it. Oh no, don't be doing that. Do it again. I can't include that, can I? Can I? I can't.
Cheers.
Whatever. Do it again. Properly this time. No, do we know what number this one is? It's a few. That's okay, actually.
Lovely.
What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Sawyer's Bitter. That's okay.
I'm fed up with walking out of pubs, and Neil is feeling cantankerous.
So we ribs at Mimos, we had Victoria, ESP, we had Monkey Puzzle, we had Tango Fruit. Badger's Tango Fruit, was it?
The music choice is okay, but there's a slightly echoey atmosphere, lacking a bit of warmth. The typical light green and dark wood pervade, and there's reasonable lighting.
So this is
The split level adds something to the layout, which once was partly a fishmonger shop in the mid-1880s, next door to a small hotel.
No, it's fine.
The modern bar format came about in 1971 with a full refit. So a good place to come for drinks and probably food as well. All right then, moving swiftly on to the next one, we're once again distracted by local features and places to explore. This is the Northfork Square and is long and quite narrow and occupies the site of an old waterworks which was used for the Grand Union Canal. We're actually drifting in the Tyburnia district just north of Hyde Park, and there are some bronze statues too. Nice.
Not good, apparently.
Neil has looked ahead at the Sussex Arms and has come out already just saying no. I'm curious, so I dive in for a scout about. No, not for us. No ales or bitters at all, and that music is really for an evening event.
I just know that's not us at all. Not happy.
Right, let's go to the one in the station. Take stop.
That wasn't us at all, was it?
No, but it's everything we're not.
No.
Right? Now, if they had a pint of bitter,
They had nothing.
I would have put up with the noise.
Yeah, too much
because it
noise.
was rock music.
Somehow
Right?
that purple.
What I can't put up, I didn't mind that.
Yeah,
And it was
no.
empty,
Yeah.
no atmosphere.
No atmosphere.
That one.
Or the wrong sort of
That
atmosphere.
one.
For the next one, we're actually popping into the Paddington Station concourse area. We're going to the pub on the upper level, the one that I found myself when I did my explore of the station some months ago. I'll add a link to that video in the description notes below. The Mad Bishop and Bear is very much a station pub. Well, by the way, it's decorated anyway. 2 more Chiswick breweries full as ESBs will make up for some of the wasted time with the last pub. We find a table on the upper level and watch the comings and goings a little while. The GWR details are lovely and of course perfect for this station's bar area. I can imagine this bar is an ideal go-to place if a passenger has arrived in London on one line, perhaps from the north or up from the south, and is next heading down to the West Country from Paddington here. Nice, I'd stop here for a bite to eat and a pint. Meetups with Neil are precious as we both lead busy lives, him rather more than me these days though, with his family and me having retired. So days like this include a lot of catch-up chatter about more than just beer and pubs. Back out to the autumn sunshine, we have a short march along Sale Place to the Heron next. I'm not sure why we missed this earlier on this afternoon. Anyway, this place has a somewhat suburban atmosphere to it, but inside the traditional styles of dark red paint, lighting and dark wood is familiar for London pubs.
So are you changing barrel or is it off?
Off.
Oh, he's got his little wiener. I did surprise you.
I know. Well, let me pull the blinking thing. Can I do this one-handed? Not sure I can do it one-handed. Oh, look at the head on that. Oh dear, oh dear. Some mate. Not only am I drinking a non-tap beer, it's alright, Nuki Brown.
It's the only time I'm going to say Warren's got a big head.
Yeah, it's in a carling glass. What's the point of giving it to me in a carling glass? Look, see? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, we've had some discussions. We have debated. I've got, in desperation, a Newcastle Brown, which I used to drink quite a lot of. It only comes in bottles. Does it ever come on draft? Cans. Never does draft. I've never seen it on draft. Anyway, Newcastle Brown. Timothy Taylor's landlord was off. She started pulling it, but no, it's off. So we've been debating. What's this?
Staropramen.
Say that again.
Staropramen.
Let's do this again.
Staropramen.
Fine.
Check.
I don't even know it. It's okay. So he's on a lager, and I'm
No,
on
I'm not. I'm in a pills.
a pilsner. All right, corrected. And I've got a Nuki Brown. So there we are. Here we go.
Chin chin.
Cheers, Neil.
The bar was built in 1972, part of the development of the site to become the Hyde Park estate started in the 1960s. The area was badly damaged during the Second World War, and so the Water Gardens, a gated complex of quality flats, was developed. The famous Handlebar Club meets here every month. I think to be a member of the club, you need to adorn an overly ostentatious moustache. Ties and waistcoats may be optional. It's not the right time for us, but the pub serves good Thai food too, it seems. We had a good natter with a local chap named Bill. He's Scottish and worked in the music industry for years, he explained. Neil bought him a pint on our way out.
Thank you very much. If I do nothing else, I'll do it. It's like, Lulu, you wouldn't understand.
No, sure.
It's a Glasgow thing.
What's your name?
You're a good man. Right, focus upwards.
Well,
He's an old one.
yeah.
He's in there. Lots of experiences. He's not somebody who's done a 40 years
Yeah,
service.
he's a
Okay.
professional
Right.
kind of guy.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Moving on, look at this. We're back at the Royal Exchange and it's open. We're hopeful about finding another gem selling good ales. But don't hold your breath. This is another 1830s building of good old yellowish London stock brick. End of terrace, the glazed tiles add a bit of colour to the building. The name refers to the exchange of the Royal Mail by horse-drawn coaches back in the day when the trains didn't exist. How things have changed since then. I quite like a good bit of background music, but inside is noisy, unpleasantly so. No ales, nothing similar at all.
No. Just no.
Be here, right? On my list.
Well, I don't know. We're going back past the Heron. We've been here.
It doesn't look like much. And you go in, it's much bigger, and it's got downstairs.
I have to see it. I like that pub. Yeah.
It's not ugly. Not at all. by process elimination.
Can't see it. Well, this is Connaught Street.
38 Connaught Street.
A little south we find the Duke of Kendal, another end of terrace plot, probably built around the same time as much of the area in the early to mid 1800s in the same type of brick. This pub has all the elements needed to be great. 2 pints of Fuller's London Pride are taken, and we sit in the slightly overly shiny bench seats in the pointed front of the pub.
Unless by chance you established it before 2001. I once got it at Webbers. It was like £2.90. Stupid price. So it was like £2 a pint. But I said to him, the differential in pint difference.
Thank you guys, yeah, nice.
Exploring a little further back, the decor changes to a more modern pub style instead of the cafe style seating at the front. We're comfortable here and settling into our usual rhythm of pub and exploration. We need to keep going. The light is just beginning to fade and the evening approaches.
But I loved the Heron because the atmosphere there was amazing. You don't like that?
We are hungry now and look out for a quick, cheap bite to eat. And look here, another fine dining restaurant with that big M sign out the front. Sometimes, as you probably know, we do eat a proper restaurant meal, but not this time. Don't judge us.
There's a bus going adjacent there.
There is time for more wandering, so let's wander. And on the way, why not take a look at this courtyard tucked away underneath and behind the Balmoral apartment complex?
Wow,
Do you know what
that's amazing, isn't it?
Do you want to keep walking?
Could we? We might get wet.
Through the gap from the road, the space opens out to find the end of the Paddington Basin of the Paddington branch from the Grand Union Canal. It's very tidy here, special. Back along Parade Street once again, just past Paddington Station on the right, we dive into the Pride of Paddington. Neil has done well organising this tour, yet again. I'm sure there are pubs which we should have visited, and if you know of some, please do pop a note in the comment box. He's had a lot noted down and we've been to many of them, so I'm happy. We can return another time and visit the others, of course.
You've got two up there, yeah, Danny.
You know what?
You know what? So what have I got? I've got a Timothy Taylor's Landlord, and you've got, what have you got?
I've
One
got-
half
I've
a
got
landlord
and a
and a tribute.
Which tributes fight?
What's the point? They look the same. Are they the same?
They are the same, just to know you.
You've got half a landlord
Landlord and tribute.
tribute. Why have you done that?
Because I'm contagious.
Because you can. But we're here.
Because apparently you get chickens in your mouth.
Do you? Is that? Let's catch that one away. So.
Okay. The Heron was the one that's not on that list that I think was a find. Had a magic about it which I liked. And do you know what I like about that? It wasn't on the list.
No.
I found it by chance.
Yeah.
A chain car. Full honest. We'd have to check it out. That's what I meant about the map. You need a map.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, that's a win-win.
Although it's late, there is a banquet going on in the street here, and we seem to be invited. This is the Wild Table of Love, and is on display here until July 2026, according to their website. If you'd like to join them, be aware that there are only 2 spare seats. But we move on, it's too late to stay any longer. Our homeward trains await, or will do when we get to the station. Back to Paddington Station for the last time today, we dive down for the underground lines. Neil takes the Elizabeth line, not strictly a tube line, but whatever, just a detail, and I'm on the Bakerloo back to Waterloo, and then home. We've had a fantastic wander around the Paddington area, enjoyed some good beers, found some lovely pubs, and very importantly, had time to meet up with each other and catch up and chatter. Neil, thank you for another great day out in London. To you listening and watching, I hope you've enjoyed following along with our adventure. From here in the Paddington area, thanks for watching and bye for now.